Okay, so this is just a screen this is just a screen capture. It's the screen rapture. No. This is just screen capture, so you're not going to hear the mix through the system. But what I'm gonna do is a couple of people asked. They said, "Oh, hey, go back to the way you used to do like upload this all the tracks so people could try their own mixes." So we're gonna do that. So here's the tune. I'll play a little from here. I think I've got hold on. Playback engines. Let's go back to 1,000. Bam. Okay, so what we've got here is kick in, which is really not kick in. It's just kick. But this is the kick from Superior, and then we've got kick trigger. Which what I'm going to do is these are the samples, bang and kick, jump, kick, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go kick trigger. I'm going to right click and I'm going to go commit. And this is going to embed this in, so you're going to get the trigger too. And then you can do your own trigger, So here's kick trigger. Let's see if it worked. Here you go. Okay. And snare, I'm going to do the same thing. Snare trigger, I'm going to commit. Boom. The snare trigger. Okay. So, real quick, let's just go through this so you see. You got kick trigger, which is just kick sample, snare T, which is snare top, which is just snare. I've got to rename these because this is just my bounce out from Superior. Snare trigger, which is just the sample, and then you got tom 1, 2, 3, and 4, hi-hat, overs, and rooms, and I've got these. The only thing I will say, I think that I have the overs and the rooms panned reversed because I think spinning out of Superior, it comes out drummer perspective, and I just switch it to audience perspective. And then I've got, kick, snare, tom, subs, a drum crush, and then a drum bus, and then I've got a bunch of different reverbs. Then I've got bass. So we'll go down the line and then we're going to export this. And then I've got bass, which is a DI, a Sans, and an Axe Effects. And I'm using them all, it's not super loud. And then I've got, bass crushes and blah, blah, blah. Then I've got a mix, which has, like an EQ, a compressor, a little sub. It's amazing that thing is people still use Max Bass. It's amazing. You want Max Bass? You got Max Bass. Yeah. And a little Pro L on the end. Okay, so there's that. Now you come here and you've got a number of guitars. I'm just going to give them all to you. You've got this intro guitar right here. Which is just a reverse echo. Then you've got your primary. This is what the song was built on. I've just got it pan left and right. It's called G1 Comp G2. So G1 and G2. So that's panned left and right. And I'm just showing you that so you have a starting point. You can do whatever you want. Then you've got G5 through 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 3 and 4. 3 and 4 were actually the original heavy guitars that I did with the Gretsch. So you've got 5 and 6 are a stereo pair, left and right. I think that's the ESP Viper with the 800. Then 7 and 8 is the ESP Viper through the Mesa Boogie rectifier, and then you've got 3 and 4, which is the Gretsch through the 800. So they're paired off. The reason I'm showing you this is because this is not labeled for somebody else to mix. This is just for me. I would have labeled this differently. And here's our heavies coming in. Did a little fade up, and then you've just got Axe or Axe Effects tracks. You've got Axe 7, I think, which is the primary lead track, like throughout the song. And a lot of the effects are baked in. I recorded it with effects. There are some effects in the mix, and then Axe 8, I think, is the 12 string. Yeah, and then Axe 8 Duplicate is also the 12 string. It's where they slightly overlapped. Like one ended like this, and then the other one. See, they overlap. So these are really the same. That's why it says Duplicate, but they are separate tracks. And then we've got the solo, which is the solo, which has some effects baked in. Then you've got synth, which is this, which is like a wow. It's like we're lost in space. We're going to right click on this and we're going to commit. I'm going to burn that. I think I used Omnisphere. I know I used Omnisphere. I can see it right there. So now you should have audio. And that's the song. No vocals. So what we're going to do, tell you what we're going to do. We're going to come all the way from here to here. We're going to delete, because remember I did a save as. See, it's called export for other mixers, and you can see it's get rid of those. Yeah, let's get rid of those. Oh, you know what? Let's leave that there. Just, I don't know if that'll burn in, but well, no, let's get rid of it. Those are my little ticks. I don't think I lined anything up. The bass buses, the mix bus. Let's delete this. Guitar sub. Let's delete it. There's a little bit of automation on some of this stuff. Not a lot. Just a little bit. Get rid of the subs. These are the guitar subs for the different parts. And most of the effects are on the subs on a lot of this stuff. And then here's set music buses, music crushes and buses, and all the effects. Subharmonic generators, grit, which is a decapitator, and then all the effects. And there it is. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come here. And this is how I prep things. So you may not be used to this. So this may be, you may learn something. Maybe something cool. I'll go to all my switch all my audio to volume. Just get rid of anything that's. See, there's volume trims. I don't know that would bake in if I process it out, but I just want to make sure everything's out of here. All mutes are dead. I think there is a couple of mutes in there. Pans, there's no pan automation. Nobody needs no stinking pan automation. Alright, so now we come here and we should have the song, and I'll send everybody out 1 and 2, and this should be the unmixed. I think, yeah. And the triggers are processed, and the synth is processed, and there's it. That's the whole song, so this should work. Let's see. Maybe loud though. I gotta see. Hold on. Oh, it's good. Alright, so now what I'll do is Command-Shift-U, Command-Shift-B, remove unused. I'm in all mode, and I'll go out past the end of the song like this, and I'll come across, And well, you know what I'll do? I'll do it just to here because so it's 90. Yeah, and then you'll have it be like. And remember that one thing, let me start consolidating tracks. One thing is also everything should be well crossfaded. Like this should be cleaned up. I'm pretty meticulous with all that stuff. So there it is. Oh no, wait, why is there? Oh, the synth just went on forever. That's okay. So what I'm gonna do, okay, so the tempo is 90, but that little intro is 120 because it was just set to 120 in Axe Effects with the echo. And when I reversed it and put it in there, I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. It's like it's more urgent because it's like, dun, dun, yeah. I don't know. It was kind of a cool, So I don't know. Sometimes making music, you just do stuff, and you're like, oh, that's actually cool. It was technically maybe wrong or whatever, but there you go. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna come like this. We're gonna go boom. No, we're not gonna bounce to disk. We're going to export. Yeah, right. Definitely not gonna export as an MP3. I guess we'll do multi-mono, right? Or interleaved, I guess. I don't know. We'll do 24-bit, 44.1, and then we'll come to. Here's the song. We'll start a folder, and we'll call it export for mixers, right? Well, I mean, interleave's still it's not gonna send everything out stereo, is it? So I don't want to do multi-mono because then that's gonna send the stereos out as two separates. Let me see if this works. It's gonna be quick. It's not that many tracks. I haven't done this in a while. All right, export for mixers. Yeah, see, so you see there's monos and there's stereos. Here's Axe 7. Let's make sure we got something. Yeah. This is the 12 string. Yeah. Here's the other 12 string that comes in later. And a song good when you can just slide around in there. Here's the bass. Make sure it's in there. Yeah. Guitar intro. There's your little echo. Yeah, there it is. Right. Yeah, that would be left, and then this would be right. And track 1 is, I think, the Mesa Boogie Clean, and then track 2, G2, is the Matchless. Anyway, there you go. Let's see how Kick Trig came out. Yeah, so there's really no effects other than anything that would have been in Trigger. Yeah, there you go. Here's your overs. Let me check snare trigger. Yeah, snare T, which is just the snare. Solo. Let's see, solo's usually right around there. Yeah. Synth. Yeah. All right. So now what I'm going to do too, just because I love you guys, I'm going to take the mix, which is here. This is the wave mix, which has, it's like mastered on my end. And we're going to go 03, export for mixers. Look at that. So what I'm going to do is actually name this better. I'm going to go when 7 was 6, 90 BPM. So you guys have the BPMs, the title, when 6 was 7, 90 BPM, export for mixers. And now we're going to right click on it. We're going to compress it. And I'm going to upload it on my WeTransfer. And it's going to be in the description of this video. And also, I'll probably put it in the other mix videos. So there it is. You have everything. There's all the tracks. Everything from 0. And then you've also got a Mix 1 Wave. So you can pop that in, line it up, and, you know, like, you can do that thing like Chris Lord-Alge talked about chasing the rough. That's what he talks about, chasing the rough. When you've got a demo that maybe the artist is kind of partial to, and you want to find out what they like about it. Because sometimes you can come in, like sometimes you can hear like a rough mix from the producer, and you listen to it and you're like, oh man, I hate this. You just hate it. Then you do this super duper mix that you're so proud of, and then they hate it. They hate your mix because they've been listening to this other mix. And it's happened to me a number of times. I was doing a Spanish band, and the rough mix was so weird sounding to my ears. And the producer was like, listen, he says they like this mix, so get it to sound like this first, kind of, and then go from there. But I wouldn't just freestyle this thing because they already like, I mean, and I honestly, chasing the rough, I don't know. This was a long time ago. I was just starting to mix and I couldn't get it. So, not that you're chasing a rough with this, but you can utilize the rough to get your thing going on. And just know that me, because if you send it to me, you know, I'm going to listen to it. I like the original mix. So, you know, you're going to want to like come packing heat and, you know, try to outdo it, right? Or whatever. I don't know. So anyway, that's it. Everything's going to be uploaded right now. So enjoy. And if you need any, you know, if you have any questions, you can hit me up, or, you know, if you get it going on, you're welcome to post it up and send me a link or you know, whatever. And, you know, yeah. It's a mixing contest. The winner, if I ever see you at NAMM, you get a hug.